What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. This was not a video I was expecting to make tonight. This was a video for Monday night when the social media embargo was originally scheduled to lift and right after the red carpet premiere, or should I say the blue carpet premiere, like Marvel Studios normally does. However, something behind the scenes changed and the social media embargo actually just got lifted tonight. And guys, I got to admit that I am starting to get super hyped because the response to this film reaching all the way back to the test screeners and now coming from fans and industry sources alike that have seen the Fantastic Four is all unanimously overwhelmingly positive. Everybody is saying this movie is amazing. I mean, guys, the Fantastic Four might actually be as good as we hoped it would be and a return to form to old school Marvel. We're breaking it all down, all of these reviews that are pouring out for Marvel's first family. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, it's the number one thing you can do to support the channel. Plus, it'll enter you for next week's PS5 and ticket giveaways. All you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. DONX had to say Fantastic Four is a masterpiece. The visual effects and the score are a huge standout. Galactus is huge in IMAX. It's emotional and gives you hope. It blinks you off and doesn't stop. Stay until the end credit scenes. Matt Negula on Twitter said this: "Many will say the Fantastic Four First Steps is fantastic, and they'll be right for several reasons. The four main cast members are excellent, Michael Giacchino's lively score is instantly memorable, and the 60s retro-futuristic production design and dynamic visual effects are a delightful treat rather than an eyesore. The story's focus of the theme of family can feel a bit overdone at this point in the MCU, and the villains aren't the most compelling, but the cast does a lot of heavy lifting to make you deeply care about these characters, their relationships, and the end-of-the-world stakes they face. Combined with Matt Shakman's snappy, confident storytelling, this is an intriguing and satisfying first steps for Marvel's new team, easily the best depiction of this quartet on screen to date as the MCU continues to regain control of the ship and steer it closer to Doomsday." Anthony Gagliardi on X writes, "The Fantastic Four is simply fantastic. Marvel's first family shines with chemistry and charisma Stan Lee would be proud of. Visually incredible, the FF dazzle from start to finish. Ben Grimm brings the heart, Silver Surfer is perfection, Matt Shakman delivers on one of Marvel's best." Andrew J. Salazar writes, "At Fantastic Four is a story about family above all else, where each member of the team is equally important. No one is underserved. The movie excels when fleshing out various bonds between Pedro, Vanessa, Evan, and Joseph. The retro 60s aesthetic works on all fronts." My buddy Brandon Davis over at the Face Hero podcast had a lot of good and a little bit of bad to say. He said, "At Fantastic Four, First Steps is visually one of the best things Marvel has ever made. Parts feel like Interstellar and demand IMAX. Galactus is awesome. Silver Surfer looks really, really good. The VFX were often immaculate." Man, that is such good news. Cosmically and on Earth, Matt Shakman dropped a visual feast. He goes on to say, though, "Fantastic Four First Steps had a lot of fantastic in it, yet it feels like it could have been more. Visually, some of Marvel's best work ever and more sci-fi than expected. Story didn't hook me as I had hoped, but family beats land well. Action scenes are great. I wanted to love it. I liked it. The cast and the characters work well enough in Fantastic Four, but Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm is the movie's heart and soul. Jonny might have been my favorite character. Also, shout out to Paul Walter Hauser for stealing his screen time and bringing a great energy to the movie. I came in tempered, but hashtag Fantastic Four is truly a return to form for the MCU. The opening minutes blew my socks off in IMAX. Gardner's and Quinn's work stood out to me the most. Galactus gives this film real stakes, and his presence is felt off-screen. Incredible miniature work." At Chris Killian from comicbook.com writes, "Fantastic Four friggin' rocks. More than any Marvel movie before it, Fantastic Four feels like Jack Kirby's imagination brought to life on the big screen. Between this and Superman, 2025 might go down as the year movies finally embrace the wonderful weirdness of comic books. I had my doubts going in about some of the cast, but the team chemistry works and they really do gel by the end. Go watch it in IMAX to feel Ralph Ineson's Galactus voice vibrate in your bones. Also, the retro-futuristic world Shakman has put together here is stunning. I have but one gripe. Like Superman, there are some rough CGI baby moments that might give you nightmares. Don't know why babies seem so tough for animators to get right, but I'd almost prefer the actors just wrap a football in a blanket and pretend it's a baby." At Lizzie's Jewel writes, "Fantastic Four is what Marvel needed. Family dynamics are there and the stakes are high. Everyone is perfectly cast and Vanessa Kirby as Sue is a standout. Matt Shakman reminds us why we loved his work in WandaVision and why we'll love this film." Ash Crossan writes, "Fantastic Four is visually stunning, stylish, self-contained, and easy to jump into. I had such a good time with this one. The retrofuturism is such a snack. My standout is Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. Babe, I will die for you. You are perfect." Shabazz from the Movie Podcast writes, #Fantastic Four First Steps is extraordinary. The score is pure magic, the visuals are next level, the cast chemistry is electric. It's bold, fresh, and unlike anything Marvel's done before, this is their next masterpiece. I. Olsen writes, Matt Shakman delivers an action-packed, humorous, and fun film with the Fantastic Four. The family dynamic between Marvel's first family is there. The entire cast is great, but the fantastic standout is Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm. Daniel Baptista at the Movie Podcast writes, #Fantastic Four First Steps is inspiring and the definitive take on Marvel's first family. Matt Shakman redefines a new era of Marvel with an adventure that is a cosmic storm of imagination and a future foundation for the MCU to build upon. It's a film proudly rooted in the comics and the spirit of the 1960s, brought to life through gorgeous visuals and incredible performances. Michael Giacchino's score is triumphant and easily his best work in the MCU. At Davey Birth says, I have seen Fantastic Four and I can say it's a total blast. Marvel's first family is here to stay with an incredible and emotional story and great visuals. The entire cast is great, but the real standout is Ralph Ineson as Galactus. Don't miss it July 25th. Now, there are a ton more reviews coming out, and I want to go ahead and get this video out. This is usually the part of this video where I tell you guys to temper expectations and do the same thing when reviews are bad for when they're good. Go in with an open mind, but you know what? Screw all that. I am super hype. I am so glad to hear that still we live in a universe where somehow DC can hit with Superman and Marvel can hit with Fantastic Four, no matter what the landscape or the white noise of stupidity and hate may be in this sort of buzz around superhero films right now. And it sounds like, by all accounts, Fantastic Four is hitting with fans so hard. They are all saying the same thing. Vanessa Kirby is the standout as Sue Storm, and so many people are saying that Pedro Pascal is killing it as Reed Richards, and I do not know how to express how relieved I am to hear that. As I said in today's earlier video, you guys know I'm biased. I am super diehard Marvel fan. I want this movie to be good. I was going to go in with an open mind. I also, too, had a couple of questions about the cast, but man, of course Pedro Pascal nailed Reed. Of course he did. I am so hyped to hear this, and guys, I've got plenty of tickets for the weekend myself. We're going to be giving away tickets. We're also announcing a brand new PS5 winner next Friday for the Fantastic Four. Super simple to be entered to win or for any of the future giveaways. Also, it really helps support the channel. Just hit the sub button, leave a comment down below because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Hit me on Instagram or Twitter at IamFires. Hit me on all other platforms under the name AllFires with original music, including the song you're hearing in the background. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting that recently. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you to those who are supporting this channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.